Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back. It's Lights, Camera, Action, Make Our World Your Runway. You know, this is the weekly show that interviews the most fascinating individuals from the world of modeling, fashion, beauty, business, and even the entertainment industry. And before we make a few announcements, we do want to thank our sponsors that provide our show, and that is Lasky Architect, Lux Salon, Margaritaville at Sea, 100 Successful Women in Business, the Transmedia Group, and Global Trade Chamber. So we want to thank all the sponsors. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. And as always, we have a very exciting show that's planned for you today. But before we begin, we always like to make a few announcements. And remember to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel so that you can see all the shows from Make Our World Your Runway and, of course, Success Stories. And I highly recommend our viewers to tune in to Success Stories because this show features the most fascinating women in the world of business and community service. From humble beginnings to successful entrepreneurs, these women will totally inspire you. And get ready for some exciting speakers, conferences, awards as the Global Trade Chamber and 100 Successful Women will come to a city near you. And on June the 30th, we are going to be in Tampa, Florida. This is going to be an amazing event. We are going to have women from around the United States and the world that are going to be there. Again, it's a conference, it's a business expo, fabulous speakers, and of course, I am going to be there, okay? With Make Our World Your Runway, where we're going to be going live and doing some fantastic interviews. So go to the website at www.100swb.com for all the information and sign up there. It is definitely going to be another sellout. And we are calling all successful women in business. It is time to shine a light on your achievements. Nominate yourself or a colleague for a chance to be honored at our special awards dinner gala in Las Vegas, October 23rd to October the 26th. Let's come together to honor the impactful work of women in business and community service. Remember to claim the well-deserved award. You need to be present in Las Vegas at the awards dinner gala to receive the award. Nominate yourself or a colleague for the 2024 reception award ceremony. There's going to be networking, conferences, business expo, fashion show. Make Our World Your Runway is going to go live. So for all the information, please visit the website at www.100swb.com for all the information. This show is definitely going to be a sellout. And if it was anything like it was in London, England, with over 100 women coming from around the world, it's going to be a fabulous event. One event, again, you do not want to miss. Las Vegas, October 23rd to October 26th. We definitely want to see you there. And now on to our special guest, okay? From an early age, this young lady loved the world of dance. She since turned that love into a long passion and dream of reaching the Broadway stage. She began her dancing career at age 3 and won her first dancing medal at 7 during a national competition at the Dolphin and Swan Hotel next to Disney World in Orlando. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I do want to welcome Brianna Esteban to Make Our World Your Runway. Welcome, Brianna.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, hanging in there. You and I have something in common. You started dancing at 3, and I started singing at 3 years old. And believe it or not, I won my first competition in singing when I was 5. So we definitely have something in common. We're both in the entertainment industry. You dance and I sing. I mean, I've studied dance. Let me ask you this. I'm sure you watch Dancing with the Stars, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You know who Max is, right?
Yes.
Okay. I had the opportunity to study with Max like 3 times. Okay. And have danced with him a couple of times too. So, in addition to being a singer, I also studied dance because I do a lot of dancing moves in my routine. And if you ever get the opportunity to study with Max, highly recommend it. So tell us a little bit about your dancing career and some of the things that you do and some of the awards that you've won.
Well, I've been dancing since I was 3, as you know. And I just always love dance because it's always been my passion to share with the audience and judges what I can do. And my first solo award was when I was 10, and that was for my solo. And I've always been to nationals, and it's always been a cool experience. And this year, this summer, I'm going to nationals in Orlando, Florida, and it's going to be a really cool experience.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. They always have nationals in Florida during the summertime. Is it going back to Orlando?
Yes.
Yeah, always in Disney World, correct, or near Disney World?
Yeah.
Yeah, always. Okay, that's where they do the singing competitions. Believe it or not, it's always in the summertime and always in Orlando. I think that's just seems to be the spot because everybody vacations there. So a lot of people definitely will attend. But I see that you have mastered a variety of dance types, including tap, ballet, jazz, contemporary, and lyrical. So tell us, what is your favorite out of all of them that you've mastered? What is your favorite?
My favorite is jazz.
Uh yeah. What's the reason for jazz? I think I know what you're going to say.
I just really like jazz because it's really fun to dance to the songs and really vibe with the dance moves. And I just really like it because of different choreography and the costumes. And yes.
Yeah, exactly. The costumes on jazz are absolutely beautiful. You know what I like about jazz is, and even studying music, um, I've done a lot of jazz tunes. It's a way to kind of express yourself. All right. I mean, you can tap, you can do ballet, and you can express yourself there. But when you're doing jazz, it's definitely okay self-expression because you have to put so much into it that your feeling absolutely comes out. And I've seen some of your pictures. Oh my God. I mean, you can bend over backwards and split. I'm not that good. Okay. I can stand on my feet. The tap is probably what I studied the most. Okay. And then working with Max, did a lot of salsa. Okay. Because he's very much into that Spanish routine, salsa. But yeah, that's one thing about jazz. Even when you sing a jazz song, it's got a lot of feeling, a lot of expression. And I always found when I sing jazz, as opposed to, I mean, I'm opera trained, okay? I'm 10 years opera trained. The thing with opera is that you can express yourself, but it's very different, okay? Where in jazz, you can kind of like move around and even the costumes. So you're 100% correct. I kind of like that idea. So you started at 3, and how long have you been dancing now? How many years?
10 years.
Wow, 10 years, okay, which is great. And I mean, besides that, I've read your bio, you participate in a lot of prestigious dance competitions. So, how many competitions throughout the year have you actually participated in?
I participate in about 6 or 7,
Wow.
including nationals, because nationals is the big one. But yes.
Yeah, and that's a lot. I used to do, I would have to say, in musical competitions, I did about 3 or 4, okay? But if you're doing like 6 a year, you're going doing a lot better than me, okay? But of course, music and dance, it's a little bit different, all right? Especially when you're doing, like I said, I did a lot of opera. So when you're doing a lot of arias, your voice is constantly up there all the time. And it can get a little tiresome, all right? So 4 was my limit for the year. So, hey, if you're doing 6, you're doing really good, okay? So I applaud you on that. And besides that, I mean, what other hobbies do you have? I know it's dance, but what other hobbies do you have besides dance?
Sometimes at school I play soccer with the other kids, or I just throw the ball back and forth in volleyball.
So you're athletic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we have a lot in common. I was too. I was a cheerleader. Okay. I love to do stuff that I also could roller skate. Okay, my mother taught me that. My mother was an excellent roller skater. Okay, so she taught me to dance on wheels, believe it or not, which was not easy. Okay, ice skating, I gave that a try. I always fell. I don't know what it was. But on wheels, you've got four wheels, so you're able to keep a balance. With ice, you got that blade. So I said, after I fell a couple of times, I said, no, that's it. I'm not going back, going that route. So I did that. Swimming was another passion of mine. Okay. I always loved to swim. Okay. So that was, and I think that kind of helped me musically because of the breathing. So I did a lot of swimming, but I always liked to dance. Okay. And that was the reason why I studied dance, because it kind of helped me in my singing. Okay. I was able to move a lot on stage, and I was able to put a lot of feeling into my songs. So that was the reason why I studied dance. But when I read your bio, I said, oh my God, I finally got somebody that's got something in common with me. So you probably could be a good model. Have you ever thought about modeling?
No.
No? Oh, you should definitely give it a try. Okay? You should give it a try, because the fact that you dance, you would probably be excellent on a runway.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'd probably have a lot of good moves. All right? Because you're agile. All right? And especially that, you tap and you do ballet. And so you'd be what they call very fluent. You'd have that elegance and that grace, but at the same time, you'd be able to really walk a runway.
Thank you.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get you into one of the shows that we do.
Okay.
That'd be really cool.
Oh yeah, that's what I say. I think you'd make a great model. Yeah, because I also own a beauty pageant, Miss International World. Okay, and we work with models of all different ages. We also have a teen division, which goes 14 to 19. And one of the girls that won our teen division a couple of years ago, she's also a dancer, now going on to Broadway.
That's very interesting and very cool.
Oh yeah, so we open a lot of doors. What's your take on Broadway? Do you think that you'll get there?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah. What about trying out for the Rockettes?
That's always been a dream of mine as well. I've always wanted to see the Rockets, and yeah, I just really like them.
Yeah, well, if you could tap, you could definitely try out for the Rockettes. It's kind of a little bit of a sad story. My cousin Teresa was a professional dancer all her life, and she was going for the Rockettes. And unfortunately, back then they didn't know the type of surgery to do on it, but she got bunions, and she could not tap anymore. Okay. And now today they finally got rid of them, but she would have made the Rockettes. Okay, they actually called her when they saw her dance, and but she just couldn't, with the bunions. She just couldn't put the tap shoes on. But that was her lifelong dream. Okay, was to become a Rockette. So how old are you now, Brianna?
13.
Oh my God, you got a long way to go for the Rockettes. All right, I think if I read the requirements, as long as you're 18, you can try out for the Rockettes. Yeah. So keep going, because if that's your lifelong dream, keep dancing. Don't stop. Hopefully, when you turn 18, I can say, see, I interviewed Briana on my show, and now she's a Rockette. So what are your future goals besides dancing? Well, you can include that, but what's definitely your future goals?
My future goals is to go to college, and then after that have like maybe a business degree, open my own studio, maybe run some conventions, be professional. Goals like that.
Yeah, if you go to college, and opening your own studio is absolutely fantastic, okay? And if you want to become a motivational speaker, that's another great area where you can definitely talk about some of the things that you do. I do that all the time, okay? Even if I'm not performing, I'll be speaking at some sort of convention, or if you notice, I have my own show, and you probably noticed that I have no problem speaking. Okay. It's something that I love to do. And you'd be surprised on when you are a motivational speaker, just how much information you can give to a person. And you can inspire other people by doing that. The fact that you're a dancer, you might inspire other people to want to go into that. Okay? And as I always say, it's never too late. Okay? But I'm glad that you started at 3 and that you're continuing that. And I see a lot of great potential in what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if someone wanted to take up dance, okay, what would you actually say to them?
Keep working hard, and if someone inspires you, just keep going for it. You might not be good right now, but in the future you will be.
Absolutely, because I know you said something in your bio that dancing is your life, and you even said it's such a beautiful art form, which it is, okay? Because dancing is really art, all right? Singing is art too, but dancing is more art. And again, both singing and dancing, it's a great way to express yourself. Let me ask you this question, okay? Can you sing as well too?
No.
No? I would never know it because you've got kind of a lyrical voice, okay? And I always pick that up on people only because I studied so long, okay? But, let me tell you a great place where you can study dance. I graduated the Juilliard Academy of Music. Now, back then, they only did vocal. But today, they do dance. And I left there with a master's degree in operatic studies. So you might want to consider getting in touch with the Juilliard Academy of Music. Because if you want to get a degree in dancing, that is definitely the place to go. They, like I said, years ago, they only did vocal studies. Now they do everything, dance, acting, instruments. It really became a full-fledged college, okay? But it's really a great place to really further your career. And when you get that degree, sky's the limit. You can open the doors anywhere, okay? That's almost like your entree into Broadway. And in fact, what I like about the Juilliard, they will actually place you into things, okay? When you graduate that school, they will place you into, if there's plays coming up, and they'll tell you exactly where to go. So definitely keep that in mind, okay? And I don't think you have to be like 18 or whatever to go to that school. You can go to that school part-time. When you graduate high school, you can go there full-time, and you can actually get a scholarship to that school, okay? So I would inquire about it because it's definitely something that you may want to start getting into now.
Okay.
Yeah, getting a scholarship into that. And you can always get in touch with me. I can tell you how to do it. I know people that have, like I said, one of our girls that was our teen title winner, that's where she's going now. She applied. I think it takes a couple of years, but once you're accepted, it's a great school. And they have a lot of scholarship programs too for that. So anyway, like I said, you already told somebody to keep at it for dancing, but in your closing remarks, what would you want our viewers to know about you?
I'm very hard and determined at dance, and I just really want to inspire people out in the world, and yeah.
No, that's great. And like I said, keep it up. Don't stop because you're dancing at a very young age, okay? So that is great. But anyway, dear, I apologize for a little technical difficulties, but I want to thank you for joining us. And I've got some great pictures of you, and your show will come out next week, and we'll definitely send you the link. So keep in touch with us and let us know where you're dancing, because I definitely would love to come to one of your concerts.
Thank you, Miss Angela.
All right. Thank you so much, Briana, and have a great weekend.
You too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. Another great show. A young girl. We've done something different at 13 years old. Professional dancer. As you heard, she's got a great career. She's going to be competing in another competition in Disney World this summer. And hopefully we will catch her there. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Make Our World Your Runway. And we'll be back next week with another exciting guest. See you soon.